Hi, today I'm with Jonathan Sellers, founder and CEO at Spark Outbound. Jonathan, how are you today?
Hey Dennis, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So, all right.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're quite welcome. All right, let's get started here. So, tell me what your business does.
Yeah, so at Spark Outbound, we look at ourselves as the conversation starter for B2B businesses looking to grow their business. At the end of the day, we are a lead generation firm, and we do that by primarily using email outreach, digital advertising, or search engine optimization. And at the end of the day, we're trying to put our partner brands in front of their ideal prospects.
Now, what programs or services do you offer now?
Yeah, so it primarily breaks down into three groups of services. We have our email outreach service. That's where we're finding prospects that would be ideal clients for our clients, developing campaigns, using technology, and reaching out and directly starting conversations. We also do digital advertising, primarily, thinking Google ads, Facebook ads, and then SEO, search engine optimization, helping clients get their website content maybe that's going to YouTube, things like that, just optimized in a way where they're going to show up more often when people are looking for their products or services.
Now, what type of clients do you have now?
Yeah, so our clients, uh, primarily they're all in B2B facing, but it comes from a variety of different sectors. A lot of them are consultants, coaches, business services providers. We also have people that are in logistics and shipping industries, and then we work with several franchise brands that are in commercial cleaning, uh, large format printing, um, and a couple other industries. But pretty much at the end of the day, if you're a B2B service provider or providing products to businesses, you would be a fit for for what we're doing.
So, who are your ideal clients?
Yeah, at the end of the day, what really makes a client ideal for us is going to be a couple things. Number one, that you have a specific business target, whether that be, industry type of business, size of business, um, and then most of the people who come to us and we actually have success with, also, in addition to having a very specific business target, they have a specific contact level that they need to get in front of in those businesses. And usually that person is hard to get in contact with. So a lot of the campaigns we run have really, you know, made that process easier for them, and help them grow in a way that they were not able to grow before we started.
Now, just to add on to that, the size of company matter.
It does for some of our clients. We have clients that are in, say, cost reduction consulting, and so for them, what they're doing, they're coming into companies. For them specifically, they're going into larger corporations. They need companies that have a certain head count, because when they're going in to renegotiate things like their health insurance packages and things like that, they want to be able to provide a certain level of impact. And so in those cases, that particular client, they're looking for companies that have 500 or more employees. On the flip side, some of our other companies find it much easier to start and facilitate their sales conversations with companies on the opposite end of the spectrum. So they find that once a company has 100, 200 employees, now they don't necessarily need their consulting services, for example. They're able to come in and help a company who hasn't reached that level, because once they reach that level, they assume mostly they're hiring internal staff to do those things. But when they're smaller, they haven't reached that level yet. So it does play a factor in a lot of cases.
I'm sure you have a lot of stories. Do you have any story with your clients that your most rewarding client moment?
Yeah, I I think I do have one. It's a little different. We have one of our clients who's in. They're actually in the. They work in the warehousing and logistics side of things, What they specifically do is build out mezzanine and rack systems for warehousing. So essentially, what that is for anybody who doesn't know is, you have your warehouse. Most warehouses are just one level, right? It's the ground, it's the floor. And so if you need to add capacity, a lot of times you're looking at, now we need to build a new warehouse, we need to rent a new warehouse, whatever that case may be. Well, a mezzanine is essentially a way to add a second floor in a warehouse. And so it adds capacity, adds storage space. And then racks are just what they sound like. It's rack systems that, a lot of times they're rolling, and so they're it's just methods to add capacity. So he came to us wanting to reach people who are in leadership roles in logistics, or in organizations uh, that either are in e-commerce, or just the companies that are just running, maybe they're contracting out their warehouse space, etc. So he knew coming in that this would be challenging to do digital outreach, to do to reach these people and grow. So we've been working with him for about 8 months now, and we just did a kind of a roundup with him last month. We wanted to really get, to really understand what was the impact of what we've been doing. And so it was very exciting to learn that from our efforts directly in the last, at that point in 7 months, he was able to generate over $1.5 million in bid, and proposals. And so we put him in contact with some really awesome, brand name, very recognizable brand name companies. He now is in contracts to help them expand their capacity in their warehouses.
Ah, it's a fantastic story. Congratulations on that one.
Yeah, that's from our email outreach service.
Now, how can people learn more about you?
Yeah, so typically we do a discovery call. It's obviously risk free. Typically half hour discovery call where we're going to learn about your business. We can discuss what would be the best option for ways we could help you. And at the end of the day, then we're going to give you the information about how that would look. What would that look? What's the process as far as getting started? What's the process ongoing? And yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Now, how can they get in touch with you, and any final thoughts?
Yeah, so getting in touch with us, you definitely come to our website, sparkoutbound.com. It's all one word, sparkoutbound.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and we post on YouTube as fairly often. Try to do at least once a week. Um, so any of those methods, we're monitoring it, but website's the easiest way to get in touch with us. Otherwise, as far as final thoughts, I think a lot of people we're talking to, and I see it on LinkedIn, see it everywhere. People are wondering what they should do right now. Should we be selling? Should we focus on growth during this time? And so I would just leave my opinion here, and I would just say that I think right now there's a huge opportunity for small businesses, especially to grab market share, to take really take your business to the next level if you're just strategic about it, empathetic. It's a great time to build relationships. People are at home. People are working from home. Some people have more free time. Some people are busier. But it's just right now. If you can help businesses, you should be trying to help businesses. And if you do so, chances are good things are going to come.
I couldn't agree with you more on that last thought. So, listen, Jonathan, it's been a pleasure interviewing you, and best of luck with your company.
Thank you, Dennis. I've enjoyed it, and wish you the best as well.
Thank you.
For more information, visit Spark Outbound's website at sparkoutbound.com. There you'll find information about the strategy, research, campaigns, results, hear from the clients, also what services Spark Outbound offers. If you'd like to get in touch with them, here's the contact information right here. Or if you want to set up a consultation, fill out this form right here.